And what drew you to it? Like, what made you want to be a cop?
It was I was always someone that felt called to a service capacity. Like I knew I had to do it, either if it was gonna be military or law enforcement. And ironically, I was of course looking at military first, but I was getting more doors shut in my face when it came to the military stuff. Like I tried out. Like my brothers, they were both Army officers, and they said, "Hey man, don't enlist in the Army unless you want to hate your life." And I was like, "All right, cool, I'll take your advice." So I started going to college for it, and come to find out, I am not good at college. Like I cannot do college to save my life. Like the academia of it. And
That's right.
I was doing essentially the ROTC program down at a local college, and I really enjoyed that. I thought it was really fun. I liked the guys that, like, we were all like common people cut from the same cloth. But it just didn't work out for the grades wise, so I had to bounce out of that because it was getting to a point where I was gonna have to start paying out of pocket for college, and I was like, dude, I'm poor. I can't do that. So then I was looking at enlisting in the Air Force because I thought, okay, at least life would be better if I enlisted in the Air Force. I can go knock that out and then maybe do like a cool guy job of some capacity. Because I knew of like TAC Ps and PJ. I knew of that stuff, right? And I was like, that sounds really cool.
Yeah.
And I was getting the door shut in there, and at the same time, I had applied for local PD, and the PD was paying like exuberantly more money than a like enlisted man for an Air Force, right? And I was like, oh hell yeah, I can make buku bucks. I can get paid. They're like, hey, 2 years you can be a SWAT guy, and I was like, dude, easy. So literally the process, I got told I was too fat by the Air Force, so they're like height and weight stuff and to lose weight. Now keep in mind, I'm like 6 foot something. Like, well, 6 foot, but like 6'1", right? That's what I told my wife. I'm like 6'1". Good take, right? And at the time, I'm like probably 210, but I'm working out like twice a day. I'm like lean, and I felt great. And so I was getting told I was too fat, and I was like, oh, dude, what's going on? And so fast forward, then I essentially just get picked up by the PD, and I was like, all right, I'll just do that. I'll ride that train out. And it just worked out great. Like very easy hiring process, one and done. Like just applied to one department, got hired by that department. And it was like, okay, cool. Now I'm making great money for like a 20 something. Like I was 22 when I got hired. Like they gave a 22-year-old a badge and a gun. They're like, all right, go do cop stuff. And I was like, looking back now, like I'm like 26, so still a young guy, but I was like, dude, that's like crazy. You're just giving 22-year-olds a badge and a gun. But that's essentially it, man.